Okay, so let's take a look at all the parts to Real World from Human Touch. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video, because at the end of the video I'm going to be playing through the whole song alongside a homemade backing track, and you'll see tab scroll across the screen. Okay, so this song's in the key of B flat major, so you want to put capo on fret 1 for this one. Tempo is reasonable speed, about 126 BPM. Let's take a look at the chords first, so not too bad, only about 7. So we've got A major, the classic way Bruce likes to play A major. Use your first finger to bar the D, G and the B strings. You kind of strum the middle 4 strings there. And then you've got a kind of a D5 power chord. Now I'm calling it D5 over A, just because sometimes I think he strums it from the A string. Sounds really good and thick. Now also, for the third and the fourth verses, you want to play it with your first and second fingers. So normally I play it with first and third, but for the third and fourth verses, play it with your first and second, because you're going to add your third finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and that will create this kind of B minor over D chord. Okay, so your normal D5, first finger, second fret G, third finger, third fret B, and then we're playing it from the A string. Okay, and then we've got a classic E major chord. So middle finger, second fret A, third finger, second fret D, first finger, first fret G. Strum all 6 strings for that. And then you've got a B minor chord in the choruses. Really nice the way this appears in the progression. Bar the second fret from the A string, use your third finger, 4th fret D, pinky, 4th fret G, middle finger, 3rd fret B. One of my favourite chords that Bruce loves as well is G sus2. And he does this quite a bit in the song. And from the D5 it's really easy, because all you have to do is add your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E and block the A string with the underside of your middle finger. That's your G sus2. And then I think later on in the song he does a few riffs. One of them I think starts with an A5 chord, like the A chord, but put your pinky on the 5th fret of the B. I think that's what I'm hearing there. Cool, so what I'm also going to do now is put the song structure up on the screen. Hopefully that will allow you to break down all the individual sections. Any chords in brackets means there's more than one chord in that particular bar. Don't forget all song structures and then description, that drop down menu there of all YouTube videos. You can copy and paste it, put it in a Word file, and really get to know the song off by heart. Okay, so let's take a look at the intro first. So what we've got, very sort of simple strumming to start with. It's kind of arpeggiating the chords. So just before the start of the bar, you're kind of strumming it almost slowly. So you're hearing that on the tab, you see this kind of squiggly line. That's what arpeggiated means, okay? So you start off with the intro, A major, littering for the whole bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then softly go, pick the A, D, G, B, let it tie for half a beat, and then do an upstroke on the G string. So down, up, up, okay? And then bars 3 and 4, just do the A chord again, and let it ring out for 2 bars. They're quite minimal to start with, and it picks up later on. So then you've got D5, and let this ring for kind of 1.5 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then it kind of cool little bluesy riff. 0, and then 2, but kind of a little bit of a bend and release, kind of a semitone, or even less than that, and then go down, up, like we had in bar 2, and then another strum of the A. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of the first 8-bar progression there. Now the second 8-bar progression of the intro, you do the A major chord, let it ring out for pretty much 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right at the end of that bar 2, hit the open A string, and then do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, then beat 4, strum the A chord, and D5 over A. 1, 2, 3, 4, then kind of the bass strings at the end of 4 here, and then do it again. Then the open A string at the end of that bar, and then A major, 1, 2, 3, and then a little bit of picking at the end, and 4, and then A major strum again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so now we're going to start the first verse, again, carrying on in the same manner. Okay, so the first verse now, same chord progression. If you look at the song structure there, you kind of got 4 bars of A, 2 bars of D5, then 2 bars of A, and that 8-bar phrase is kind of does 4 rounds of it. Okay, so first verse, A major, down, up, a little bit of picking there, and then right at the end of that second bar, do the open A string again, then strum bars 3 and 4, 2, 3, 4, letting it ring out, D5 over A, 2, 3, 4 bass strings at the end of this bar, and then do it again, open A string at the end of the next bar, and then A major, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, which you had at the end of the intro. Okay, and then you kind of do the same thing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this time maybe a little bit more picking, B string, G string, and then D string. Okay, so that last 3 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. Another strum, 2, 3, 4, D5, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then open A, then A major, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then strum, 2, 3, 4. So the first chorus, so first, second, and third choruses all same in terms of chords, but the first one you're just doing simple strums. Okay, so the first chorus, arpeggiate the E chord, 2, 3, D5 over A, then A major, 2 bars, 4, 1, and then E major, that lovely B minor sound. Okay, and then D5. Here you're going to go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So down, and of 3, 1, 2, pick the B string, and then A, D, G, and then D5 over A. Okay, and now we've got G sus2, so add your middle finger to that D5, kind of hit the bassy strings first, down, down, and then up on the B, then I'm going down, up, down on the D, G and B strings, and then strum the G sus2. Love that kind of chord change there. And then A major, kind of same thing as you just did, that G sus2 with the A. It's very loose with the picking, so feel free to use this as a foundation if you want to kind of go exactly, you know, it's really kind of hard to hear a lot of the time what he's actually doing. There's quite a few guitars on there. So when I recorded the backing track for this one, don't forget you can get all that stuff, tabs, backing tracks from the online store. When I did the backing track, I kind of recorded a kind of a filler guitar as well, just to add some sort of depth to it, which is what Bruce is doing on the recording. And I kind of did that in standard tuning and did some kind of bar chords. Okay, cool. So that's that, and now we're on to the second verse. Okay, so we're going to do the second and fifth verses, so exactly the same in terms of structure. Second and fifth verses, and it's also the chords underneath the guitar solo, exactly the same, and also the outro as well. So the outro does this 8-bar phrase. We're going to be doing it more picking and strumming. Again, so if you want the guitar solo tab, also I'll do a video on it the day after I've done this. You better find that in the JS Music School online store. So any tabs you see, I'm making Guitar Pro, so you better get it in Guitar Pro format or PDF format, or any backing tracks as well, as you can just instant download off the JS Music School website. If you're a subscribe star, you can use your discount codes, a bit more value for money there. And I send out discount codes so you can get lots of stuff from the online store. And I do also do a separate guitar solo tutorial video over on subscribestar.com/Bruce Guitar. So any questions, send me an email or send me a comment down below. Happy to answer any questions about that. So yes, we're going to do the kind of the 16-bar phrase, or 2 lots of this 8-bar phrase, doing the second verse, fifth verse, guitar solo, and the outro. Okay, so here we're just going to do that classic down, down, up, down, up, with kind of bass strings to start with. Then hit the kind of the trebly strings, up on the B, up on the G, down on the D, up on the G. So A, That's when the kind of second synth comes in. So 4 bars of this A. So same structure as we had in the intro in the first verse, but now with this kind of picking strumming pattern. So 4 bars of A. 2 bars of D5. 2 bars of A. And feel free to use that as a foundation. Okay, cool. So then once you've done that, and you do those 8 bars twice for all of those sections. So now we're going to go to the second chorus. Again, same structure as your first chorus, but this time I'm going to use that picking pattern. So E, D5, A major for 2 bars, E major, B minor, D5, really nice chord progression, especially in the chorus. D5, G sus2, really just love that chord, and then A major for 2 bars. Cool, so they're the second and the third choruses, exactly the same. And now we're going to take a look at the third verse. So this is where it changes slightly, and this time use your D5. The synth is doing quite a lot of the melody here as well. You're going to go down, down, up, down, up. Now it's really full on, so I think strum it, but you can do the same picking pattern that we've just done. I prefer to go kind of all out the strumming here. Down, down, up, down, up. You've got this kind of chord change, which I think sounds nice if you add the third finger. Down, down, up, down, up. It's the same strumming pattern, but the first 2 strums add that third finger. So, and then you do that 2-bar phrase twice. Then A major. And then the next bar, you've got this little riff. You've got this triplet thing. The first one is tied. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3. And then 40 and. Okay? So this bar again, or the last 2, these A bars, down, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 3, 40 and. So it's tied, and you slide in to the 4th fret A string, 1, 2, then 2nd fret D, then 2nd fret, third beat of this bar, okay, 2nd fret D, and then you got this double pull off, 4-2-0 on the A. Okay, so starting the third verse again. So kind of a melody. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like that. Okay, and then D5. You basically do those 4 bars again. Down, down, up, down, up. Okay, and now we're doing A major for 2 bars, and more picking, back to the picking, and then G sus2, and D5 for 2 bars, and then A major for 2 bars. Cool, so that's the third verse. Okay, and the only thing we have got to do now is the 4th verse, which is pretty much this, is very similar to that third verse, apart from it's slightly different at the end. Okay, so you start off with that awesome 2-bar phrase, which is done twice. D5, add your 3rd finger, and do all that again. And then A major, and I think he's doing this, wait, as his pinky there. 1, 2, okay, like this. So this is bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 4th verse. 1, 2, then bend the 4th fret, release it, pull off, and 4-2 on the D string. Down, down, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Like that a little bit. Really nice technique. Down, down, bend, release, pull off, 4-2 on the D. Okay, and then Obviously lots of overdubs. But for the next bar, instead of starting with that chord, you're just going to carry on with that riff. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and obviously in the recording I've done some other stuff over that as well. So that is so go through from the start of the 4th verse again. D5 for that chord 2-bar riff twice. A major. 1, 2, and then the slide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight into that bar. D5. Then put your 3rd finger on that chord, B minor over D, and then A major. 2 bars, and then E major. So slight for 2 bars, which is slightly different. That end of the 3rd verse. Cool, so that's all the parts. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions about Subscribestar? Again, the guitar solo tutorial I'll be doing the same way I've done this video. Do a walkthrough, I'll do a playthrough, and I'll go through all the individual parts of the guitar. So that'll be out normally the day after this is released. As of making this video, there's over 60 now. So if you sign up to Subscribestar, after a month you'll be able to get access to all 60. So any questions about any of that stuff, let me know. So please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that bell icon for notification if you've enjoyed the video. Any comments, let me know down below. Thanks for all your support as always, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.
If you'd like to get Guitar Pro files, tab PDFs, backing tracks from any of these tutorials, head over to either the Subscribe Star page or my website jsmusicschool.co.uk. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. Thanks very much, see you on the next one.